And we now continue with the extremely dramatic 2014 NBA playoffs. These NBA playoffs have kept us on the edge of our seats, from tip-off from the first game all the way to early this morning our time, and it's been an emotional roller coaster with Donald Sterling and the Clippers, and even in Oklahoma City with Kevin Durant being questioned after poor performances. But Danny, we learned to expect the unexpected, and it just keeps on happening.
Emotional roller coaster? I don't sleep anymore because there's so many. Usually there's some series you toss to the side, but all these series are almost going the distance to 7 games. All the favorites were always set up to lose. It could have been 7 out of the 8 games were all won by the upset team, the away team.
And yet
Crazy.
we saw that last night that it didn't actually happen. If we take a look at the bracket now,
Yes.
we've got most of the teams we already know what's set up for the second round.
That's right. Indiana ended up going on to beat the Hawks. OKC ended up going on to beat Memphis. Clippers took out Golden State finally. So the bizarro world has regulated itself a bit, and now
and all the
things
home teams actually managed to settle down and win their series.
Yes, they definitely settled down. They took a deep breath, and we're going to start first with OKC because that was one of the bigger deals because we talked about Kevin Durant all season as like really the MVP perhaps of the year. He wasn't playing so well.
Disappeared a little bit in this first
He
round.
disappeared, and there was a lot of chatter about, wow, he's not stepping up, he's choking in the playoffs, where he turned that criticism into fuel. He let the chatter originally get into his head, he turned it into fuel, and it drove him. Yesterday, 33 points, 8 rebounds, 5 for 5 behind the arc, so he was on. And Russell Westbrook as well hit his stride, getting a triple-double. So, wow, those two together.
And this is after they were criticized in the media, but maybe that was the push they needed.
That's it. So some of these teams sometimes need to settle down. You know, they have to get these bugs out. It's early on. But I didn't even know if they were going to get that chance because they were down.
Another team that settled down are the Pacers.
That's right. Paul George on the same token, 11 for 23 yesterday for 30 points. Finally put it together, really took the team on his shoulders. I guess with him, the bigger the stakes, the better he turns up, the more he plays. So, again, then they end up proving themselves, taking that series, which was also a big question mark. It was very much in doubt because they were down in that series. And then the Clippers finally won that emotional series against the Warriors.
And that was probably the biggest game of the night last night. It's also the most exciting one. I know I was up at 7 this morning, our time, watching those last final minutes, barely made it into work on time.
That's right.
But that was an incredible game.
Yeah, the Clippers have become almost America's team with all the Sterling controversy, and there were heroics on both sides. I mean, the Golden State Warriors were playing incredibly, and then the Clippers in the end, they made a point of making sure that they capitalized on Golden State's turnovers, and they ended up winning that series.
And looking forward, the drama has not ended. We have 2 more games to go tonight.
2 more Game 7s. It's an exhausting playoff series.
6 out of 8, if I've counted correct.
That is correct. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, Brooklyn is going to play Toronto, and the most important thing is the #1 seed in the West, San Antonio.
It's actually 5 out of 8. I forgot that.
Damian
The
Lillard.
Wizards.
Oh yeah, Damian Lillard.
Three-pointer, that confused
The biggest, possibly the biggest shot of the first round.
That's right. Well, the Houston-Portland series, it seems like it was 7
Meant to
games
be
because it was
6 out
so
of 8.
crazy. Yes, it was so crazy how that series went. So, but the San Antonio has to win tonight. They are the #1 seed playing the 8th seed team. They have to win, and then they would go on to play a tough Portland team.
Well, we'll all definitely be watching those games tonight. Danny, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that's all for us for now. For the latest sports news, you can find us online, i24news.tv, our Facebook page, or our Twitter page. And please tweet at us at i24News Sports. We'd love to hear from you on there. From all of us here on Sports Weekend, I'm Merav Savir. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to join us again next Sunday.